Well, it's seeming like the truth is finally starting to come out about these weird ass, lame ass, pedo ass streamers, because one of them's getting exposed right now from the biggest streaming groups in the world, which is Faze. And I honestly am not surprised by this because we've already got a bunch of weird ass streamers. We got Deshae Frost, who's overly horny and wants to crack everything that walks on stream. He can't even do a stream without a girl, and every time he does a stream with a girl, he's trying to fornicate with her. On camera, off camera, doesn't matter. Really weird. Then you got all the Faze guys, and honestly, I'm not surprised by that neither, because if you look at Faze Banks, Faze Rug, some of the other members I'm not gonna name, they look like weirdos. And I'm not surprised that the pedo allegations has finally came out, because y'all have a primarily young fan base, and y'all based in LA. Just saying, we're not really shocked, but let's go ahead and get into the facts of everything. Basically, Faze Rugs has exposed someone in the Faze clan. He refuses to name who, which is weird because you're basically condoning and hiding a pedo, a known pedo, who you're exposing but refuse to drop his name for being a pedo, and that's the reason that you left the Faze clan.
I want to put everything to do with me and Faze to rest, bro, because there is so much I haven't said, and honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a fuck. I think I'm going to collect my thoughts tomorrow and I'm going to say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know, everything. And I'm going to collect my thoughts because I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything and anything. You know what I'm saying? And there's bad shit. I'm just going to do it on stream. I don't give a fuck. It's going to come straight from the heart. So if people have other questions, I'm going to answer it too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even know why I left Faze. A lot of people don't even know why. It was for multiple reasons. It was by being over by my homies, you know, that I threw, this is the craziest part, bro. I threw myself under the bus instead of them. I swear to God, I put myself under the bus instead of them. I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a pedophile involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I could give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw, bro. That was the final straw. And when I said, bro, not only did you guys air me out, y'all sold me out, y'all scammed me behind my back, and honestly, I just had an epiphany about it, because I'm like, bro, I've covered, not even covered about it, I was just so sad about it for so long. I've been up over that pedo shit for like 2 years, bro, but I haven't said nothing about it. I haven't said shit because somebody I grew up with, somebody I always loved, but I have 3 rules, bro, 3 rules, and I'll have your back. If you get bored and go blow somebody's head off, I'll have your back. Probably I won't agree with what you did. I mean, that's fucked up, but that's my dog. But bro, it's like the pedo shit, the grape shit, animal abuse. I don't got your back forever, bro. Yeah, I do, but I'm not really gonna do anything with that, Nick. Yeah, and I'm gonna go into detail tomorrow about that shit. I don't give a fuck. Watch how my phone gonna get blown up tonight. Watch how it's gonna get blown up tonight. Please don't do it, bro. Please don't do it. I don't give a fuck. It's like, you know what it is, bro? It's like these people don't care about me. They don't care if I live or die. They don't care if my mom's okay or not okay.
And honestly, I just feel like everybody in Faze is a weirdo, but everyone, specifically Rug, especially Banks, that knew about this, is a weirdo as well, because how can you condone something like this and then still let him stream to a primarily young children audience, young kid audience? Because we all know when it comes to streamers, the only people that have the time to watch this shit all the time are kids. No one else is watching a streamer 24/7 besides kids and the unemployed. And there's not really that many unemployed people that are just watching streams every day. It's mostly young kids. Ages, I would assume 13 to 18, maybe the highest being 21, 22. These people have the time to sit here all day and watch Mafia Time. These people have the time to sit here all day and watch all these other creators and not do anything with their life. So the fact that you're still giving a pedo access to all of these children and let them still have a platform is ridiculous. But you're gonna try to paint yourself as a victim, of course, but we're gonna take it as we see it. Everyone in Faze Clan is a weirdo and need to disband and leave it alone. It used to be about gaming, now you're doing streaming, becoming weirdos, and I just don't appreciate the fall off of Faze. Now, since Faze Banks is basically getting exposed because he was the leader of Faze, he's not the leader anymore, but since he was originally the leader and he has a say-so over what goes on in Faze, of course he had to have some knowledge of what was going on. So he decided to come out and clear his name and explain what exactly happened and why it went.
First thing I'm going to say in this video is I'm not a pedophile. Rain is not talking about me. There, I got it out. Video over. Peace out. No, this is definitely not funny. This is definitely not going to be like a super lighthearted video. And yeah, I'm sitting in a hotel room right now in New York City. I left Faze a month ago and quit the internet a month ago. And for whatever reason, I keep getting dragged back into this. It's like it's my destiny or where I'm supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. It's
and explain why he didn't come out and say these things himself, but he brushes it under the rug like he doesn't really care about it and tries to make it seem like something that isn't that serious or just can be ignored, or it's like, oh, he just slapped somebody, that serious, oh, he stopped talking to this girl, or oh, he cheated on this girl. No, you have pedo allegations on your name, and this is what you have to say in response to that.
But yeah, I'm getting spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter asking if I'm a pedophile, being accused that I'm a pedophile, being tagged in this clip from Faze Rain on Fearbuck talking about there's a pedophile at Faze, and I talked about it, and these are all the reasons why I don't like Faze and why I got f***ed over by Faze and how I feel, whatever, and I'm going to get into all that. But the first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this pedophile. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation, and that's why it's so heavy, and that's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now because there's no shot I'm going outside like that. I'm not getting labeled any kind of predator, pedophile, not me, missing you with that. And I'm definitely going to talk about this and talk about the series of events that have unfolded to this point from my POV. So let's just get into it. Got a phone call about a year ago from Faze Rain, or a text rather. Just kind of going off just about all the reasons why he's upset with.
And it honestly seems weird to me because something is fishy and something's off, because you're telling me that two of you guys that we know of, Ruz and Banks, knew about someone in Faze doing something with a minor, and they all pretty much harbored him, let him keep streaming, let him keep being around minors, took it as a quote-unquote joke, even though that Ruz left the group because of this, and you think that we're gonna accept you and accept your apology and accept this bullshit that you're coming out with? You're harboring a pedo. So you're just as guilty as the pedo because you knew about what he was doing, condoning him doing it, enabling him to do it, and then hiding him from the public to get slammed, saying BS like, oh, this is my friend, I saw us being friends for the rest of our life, I saw our kids being cool together, our kids growing up together, so I just didn't want to have any problems or ruin his life. Well, now you're ruining someone else's life because he just had S with a minor. And you think that they're gonna be okay after that? You're a weirdo. Now, after Banks came out and pretty much dropped his BS statement, Ruggs had to clap back and say, hey bro, we know you're lying, we know the truth, we know what's really going on, why don't you just come out and say it? Because even though he's harboring a pedo, I'm better than you because I'm coming out and say something about it now, and you were never gonna do it. So now they're having pretty much a war of who's better than who, because I'm not condoning it anymore, but you're condoning it still, even though they still have not dropped a name on who the pedo is. Ridiculous.
This dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had a threesome with two 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that after I'm telling you the 3 rules I have to why I'll never have your back as a friend? On my mother's heartbeat. That's what he said. He looked me in the eyes and he said that. I told Banks and I told Apex immediately. I even told Lee Trink. I have text with fucking Lee Trink from him. It was right before everything blew up with the SPAC and Faze went public and whatnot. And he dropped me off home and we haven't talked since. That's why you guys were like, bro, why don't you play CS? Why don't you play this? I don't want to say it, bro. I feel bad. I feel bad. I know it's wrong. I know what he did is wrong, but I just hope people can understand like what it's like to have somebody you've known for half your life that you love, that you hope that your kids would have been friends and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It made me sad, bro. It broke my fucking heart. I didn't even want to bring this up, Banks. I did it. I didn't even want to bring your name up in this, bro, but you made that video. I don't know if we're about to watch it a little bit, but it's just, you lied in that video. You're making shit up. So even that tweet that you posted under, I screenshot in case you deleted it because I just don't trust you, bro. And I don't trust what you said there. You said some bullshit at the end of that tweet. What'd you say? You said, I was pulling up here. Like you said, call concluded and Tommy didn't admit to it. Yes, he did. And you called me and you said, bro, this is so fucking bad. This is so fucking bad. He said he's going to kill himself if this shit ever comes out. And that's why I feel extra fucking bad, bro. Well, I feel extra fucking bad. You told me he would kill himself if it came out, and you guilted me into not doing it. You guilted me into not saying it because you're like, if it comes out, that's gonna be on you, and you made me feel horrible for that. So I don't know what the fuck to do, bro. And I had an epiphany. I was like, bro, why have I been holding this information for this guy for 2 years? But I know he doesn't give a fuck about me. He doesn't give a fuck anything happened. It's just I felt bad. Why do I always feel so bad for people, bro? And I don't ever want to make it about myself at all because it's not. It has nothing to do with that. But bro, what are you doing? Dropping a 10-minute video, acting like I'm talking about you? Yeah, bro, people are tweeting at you. I don't know why they're tweeting at you. And then you're sending fucking tweets of Kick Champ saying it's Banks. What the fuck do I have to do with that? You could have waited.
And not only does it get worse because Ruggs admitted to being a condoner of a pedo and actually hiding and harboring a pedo so his life doesn't get ruined, Banks openly admitted to saying, oh, it's not as bad as it seems because it wasn't a threesome with 2 minors. It was actually one girl who was a minor and she was slightly older than I said. So if I said she was 16, she was actually 17, finna go 18. So yeah, bro, it's not that bad. She was barely legal. She wasn't just legal yet, just by a smidge. And you think that's okay? I can't believe you weirdo ass niggas.
Today, I talked to him. It's been a while since I talked to him. Me and Tommy haven't been on the best terms because of a lot of Faze stuff and involvement like that. Another huge part of the reason why I finally just like said, you know what, I'm going to go my own way. I his story does not line up with what you're saying.
The only difference in the story, by the way, is what, okay, again, brother, he told me 2 16-year-olds, threesome. And then on the call, he said, if I said it to sound cool. Do you remember him saying that? There's no way. There's no way. That's such a crazy thing to say.
Brain, I'm fried, brother. I honestly, it sounds like something, it's not. Like, I remember so dumb that it sounds like something I could hear Tommy in an unironic way, like, saying. Like, I don't know. I don't understand how that's cool, though. Like, that's the part that doesn't, like, I don't know.
I don't think it's cool either, bro. And I don't fucking agree with that. But what I'm saying, that's what he said. So insinuating, if he did say, I said it to sound cool, it's what he said. It's what he said. Whether he, for God knows why, he lied to me and said it was a threesome with a 16-year-old when it was a single with a 17 and one was watching. God knows why he lied and said it was a threesome. God knows why. Especially when I'm telling him how demonic and evil that shit is and how I'll never have your back. That's what he said. It's what he said. Okay? So then he goes in the call that we had after with me, you, Apex, Tommy, and he said it was a 17-year-old. He admitted it, bro. He did. And then he said, if shit ever comes out, bro, I have a kid now, I have a wife, I'll kill myself. And you called me after, you're like, bro, you never talk like that. Please don't do it, bro. I don't want.
Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I am not really surprised because most of Faze and all these streamers are weirdos. You gotta think about it, bro. All the content they do is weird and scripted. They try to act like kids even though they're grown adults. They go outside and pretty much target people and harass people and do all types of weirdo activity and never get canceled about it because you keep enjoying the comment, because you keep accepting that content and saying, oh, it's cool, they're just a streamer, oh, this is just entertainment, oh, wooty wooty woo. No one cares about that. So until people put their foot down, drop their nuts, and say, we're not watching this, we're not condoning this, we're not doing this anymore, streamers are gonna continue doing weird shit and they're gonna keep getting away with it. So until then, it's gonna be bad. But when people step up and grow some cojones and be like, yeah, we're not condoning this anymore, we're not enjoying this content anymore, we're not gonna keep supporting people like this anymore, they're gonna keep doing things like this and the pedos will continue to reign. But one day, everybody's gonna come to their senses because I feel like one day something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen that's gonna change the shift of how we view social media, and I feel like that's gonna put everything back, not to the Stone Ages, but severely close. But we'll see how it breaks down. Hopefully whoever's in Faze doing all this weirdo shit gets exposed, because I can't believe they would even do something like this and have the balls to come to the internet and act like they're the victim.